Spirits review. So tonight it's a review of a homebrew wine. Just move that further back. I feel like I'm too close to the chuffing camera. Yeah, it's a homebrew wine. And the kit is from Creative Winemaking. The kit is Chateau Neuf. For those of you who are into wines, Chateau Neuf is just another name for Chateau Neuf De Pape, which is generally £10 and upwards per bottle. This kit retails for around about 30 something quid, 33 quid. I actually got it for 30 quid because there was no box. I can't even show you the box, so hence why there's no chuffing box. So I'm going to pour it. It's in my barrel. I'm not even bothered to bottle it, to be honest. I think it'll last that long. Little snifter, as you do. So you'll see it as it comes out. So here's my glass. And we'll pour it out, as you do. Now, bearing in mind the shed is cold. It's warmer today than it has been, to be fair. But it's still cold. So, what we can see by looking at it, it's quite a dark looking pour, really. There's a tinge of head. I don't know why there's even a head on it, to be fair. Good dear. That's not level. See about the glass. But yeah, it's red and it certainly looks the part. I know the colours might not be that. I do worry sometimes about the colours in the shed because in the summer months, you know, when the light beams in, everything looks a lot better. But what can you do? It's winter. On the nose. Yeah, and even though it's chilled, and it is chilled in here, I've got plum then, straight away. God, I've just been necking this. I've not really been taking any notice of what it tastes like. I'd be like, yeah, quick drink, woof, gone. 2 seconds later, back up the arse. Yay. As you do. A little snifter. Yeah, a raggy snifter. A bit of a dog shit review. Yeah, for want of a better word. So, with any wine that you brew, aging it is king. To be fair, this needs aging for at least 6 months to get the best out of it, to really bring it on. And it's like any beer, wine. The longer you age, the better they get. Or there is a break-off point, however. But some of the more finer kits, beers, wines, and that, the more you age, things will improve. And I'm just a swine for not letting stuff age. Why? Because I don't want to. Simple as that. And I just want to get drinking them. Hence the reason why I brew them in the first place. I don't sit there looking at thinking, I can't touch that for a year. Sod that. So yeah, the nose is quite nice actually. When you actually get off your backside and just fruity, dry. I wouldn't class it as a fine wine. To compare this to Chateau Neuf de Pape, I'd have to have both at the same temperature in the beer room. And let's be fair, it needs to age more. So we'll class it as it is, and that is as a homebrew wine. Is it drink? Does it smell nice? Yeah, it does. It smells okay. It's got a lovely nose on it. Like I say, plum, dark fruits, cherry even. I know most bloody wines smell of that, to be fair, but on the taste, a nice, like I say, dark fruity flavour, but I did get a hint of vanilla. not too strong. Now, with age, would this get more complex? I would assume so. At the moment, it's more fruity than anything. It doesn't feel like a Chateau Neuf de Pape would. Temperature, though, the temperature is obviously chilled in here. So for people in the future who watch this, you know, I have been, what's the word? I won't say slagged off, but certainly slated in the past for not drinking things at the right temperature. But you know, it is what it is. And I am doing it at this temperature. At a warmer temperature, it's going to bring out different things, like a good stout. A good imperial stout at room temperature is always going to be a bit more interesting than this sort of temperature. It is what it is. Certainly palatable. It's like I say, it's 30 bottles. That's better. I feel a bit low. I feel a bit low down there, hanging off the camera. Um, it's a 30 bottle kit, so you're paying 33 quid. So you're looking at £1.10 a bottle. £1.10 a bottle for something like this. Yes, it may not be a bang-on equivalent of a Chateau Neuf de Pape, especially in these early days. But give it 6 months, give it 9 months. I've read the reviews on Creative Winemaking site, and the reviews say to leave it. And these people have said I bought it again and again. So it just goes to show you, you don't have to pay. I mean, my wife bought me the £85 Amarone kit, and yeah, it was nice. Was it worth 85 quid? When you can get a Barola or a Chateau Neuf de Pape kit, or Chateau de Bois, if you want to call it that, or Nebbiolo for Barola. No, no, I'd rather have two kits of the cheaper kits that are still fine wines than have that. I mean, there are wine kits out there. Magnum's Pinot Grigio is bloody outstanding. It's less than 20 quid. You do have to use 4 bags of sugar. So that brings the price up to about 22 quid. I don't know what the prices are at the moment, so I've not checked recently. So apologies if they're a bit higher. As it is these days, everything's a bit bloody higher. But nonetheless, you know, that makes a stunning white wine, and the price is like 70 pence a bottle. And yeah, I mean, I've done lots of juice wines, but you know, from kit is always obviously the better way. But juice wines are for those on a really severe budget. And like the orange juice wine that I did, the first orange juice wine I did was absolutely stunning. And I've done some really good juice wines. And I'll have to see this year, see if I want to go down a different route. I'd like to do more wines, wine kits, especially ones I've not tried before. For the summer months, I do want to do a white wine and a rosé wine, simply because when we have people round and we're socialising, which I think this year there's a good chance we're going to be socialising. So you know, using the hot tub and the seating area that I built. Obviously, I'm a gardener. I don't know how much of a garden at the moment, but that's this time of the year. No gardens look great this time of the year, unless you've got all conifers and box plants and stuff. But there's no real colour at this time of the year. But maybe with pansies, maybe, but not much at all. Snowdrops, obviously, are just about to show. But in any case, it's turned out okay. My critical eye, yeah, I really do need to let it age. Is it going to age? No, not a chance. I'll be perfectly honest. When I fancy an extra glass or something, it's there. That's why I've not bottled it. I've barreled it. The reason I've barreled it is for that reason, that I'm gonna neck it when I feel like it. And if you listen to the latest, now red wines have tannins in. Years ago, I used to suffer year in, year out, autumn and winter with colds, one cold after another after another. I read an article that says the tannins in red wine stop you getting colds. Since I started drinking red wine, I've had next to no colds. Now, um, there's been an article released in the papers, whether you believe them or not. I'm just reading the article, and the article says that drinking red wine can actually help in the fight against COVID. Hey, if there's ever a bloody excuse to stop you getting the severe symptoms and all that, but if there's ever an excuse to have a red wine, hey, although it says beer is not so good, but yeah, there you go. But yeah, as for excuses, what a absolutely banging excuse. Yeah, but I use that one more often. But in any case, yeah. So there we go. Is it? Has it got a home brewy nose to it? I would say not. No, but I can tell it needs to age. So definitely go down that road. And bearing in mind, I'm drinking it chilled. It is cold in this beer room. Even at this temperature, it looks good. I'm getting aroma. I'm getting taste. Doesn't taste vinegary out like that, so it's brew perfect. Um, and yeah, I'm happy. And at the end of the day, we're any of us with home brewing, as long as you're happy, that's really all that matters. You know, if you buy a £10 beer kit and it tastes okay to you, it might not taste okay to somebody else, but as long as it tastes okay to you, that's really all that matters. Um, I mean, I've done some beers and they've been very home brewy. They've been very. They've got that certain taste that it's not the greatest taste. You couldn't compare it to commercial. I've just bought two kits today. I'm going to be brewing them this weekend, and both kits I consider as probably arguably the best two kits in the UK. Well, two of the top kits at least. The Russian Imperial Stout is simply outstanding, and Bulldog's Evil Dog again is simply outstanding. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna play around with the Evil Dog. We'll see how I go with that one. But yeah, cracking kits, and still thinking about doing grain. But then I'm also thinking I've got a busy life, and I can't be spending a full day brewing a bloody beer. At the end of the day, an hour is enough for me. Got enough to do in my life. Got a busy life, and I suppose it depends how much time you've got to do things. I've got gardening. I've got jobs at weekend coming up soon. It's all going to kick off soon, and then we've also got theme parks soon as well as beer reviews. So, um, hmm. But in any case, yeah, I'm happy with this. Very happy. Albeit went down the wrong hole. Wrong hole. Yeah. Oh, oh. Against other homebrew wines, then, I wouldn't say it's the best homebrew wine I've had. Um, I think Barolo and the Amarone were exceptional, but I've had some crackers. It's very hard to put one against the other because I've not drank them on the same bloody day. Taste buds and so on. But yeah, I'll give this a good 4.3 out of 5, 4.4, something like that. But yeah, would I buy it again? Yes. Would I tell you to buy it? I'd say, yeah, go for it. Let it age though. Aging is key. And you heard that from me, of all people. Cheers, everyone. And back later with a couple of Guinnesses and a beer talk. And yeah, I know I'm not doing lives at the moment. I am stronger, a mile stronger than I was last Friday. Um, and albeit today, dropped a right bollock at work today, but yeah, I'm coming back about we'll say I don't know about 9 o'clock, and so about 20 past 9 it'll be on, and it will certainly be available all day after today anyway. And I'm going to drink a couple of Guinnesses and chat about the future, what the future holds, this year's beer festivals, and yeah, more about just the future. What does the future hold for us? Where do we all see ourselves? Where do we want to go? Always interesting. Cheers all for watching and see you soon.